Yo, it is Blackboard TJ back on another video, and today it's a special video. Now, this is the first time that I have talked about anime on this page, and yeah, basically today is Attack on Titan Season 4 Part 3. I have not yet watched it. By the way, spoilers, if you guys haven't watched AOT, if you guys haven't, I advise you guys to watch it. Beautiful 10 out of 10 anime. Personally, one of my favorites, well, Naruto being number one, but Attack on Titan might be tied with that. But besides the point, the big question for all Attack on Titan fans, or the big debate heading into this rumbling, is Eren in the right, yes or no? For me, if you guys follow me on TikTok, by the way, my TikTok is down in the description. Blackboard TJ21, well, basically it's my YouTube, but basically I've said multiple times on that page that Eren is 100% right. He's not wrong in any way, shape, or form. Here's why. I've rewatched Season 4 Part 2. I rewatched it right before I started recording this. So this is just to refresh my memory. Eren is 100% right. Here's why. One, Marley started all of this shit because, think about it, Marley held this grudge on Paradis for something that happened over 2,000 years ago. They held them to a grudge that Eren and Paradis couldn't really control. They had no control over what their ancestors did. And the fact that Marley held them over a grudge and wanted to eliminate them or wanted to kill them over shit that their ancestors did is crazy. They also trained kids. Marley trained kids to be soldiers and to be warriors to kill people on Paradis. Their goal, when they were around the campfire, they said their goal was to kill and wipe out everybody in Paradis. That was the goal. So that way, in their eyes, they will be heroes. But in reality, in their minds, they knew exactly that they were more fucked up than they did. Because Paradis didn't really do nothing wrong. They was really innocent in all this. Because they didn't know what their ancestors really did like that. Marley held that grudge in for a good ass minute. And so did the rest of the world. Now, in my opinion, Marley has had too many unnecessary wars. And for example, when everyone in the Survey Corps, the main cast, when they went to Marley just to see what it's like, just to see the outside world, they saw how real fucked up it is and how much they treat people who are subjects of Ymir. They treated them wrong and they treated them dirty for no apparent reason at all. And the fact is, Eren gave them the benefit of the doubt. Them going there was for Eren to really see how people outside the world really see them. Feel me? Because when all of them took that trip, that was when Mikasa saw how much Eren has changed. And how much Eren did change after he kissed Historia's hand, in which that's when he saw the future. Now, Eren could have changed it. He could have. But he knew he really couldn't. Because no matter what, Marley would have still done what they did. They would have still tried to attack, and they would have still tried to kill everyone in Paradis, even if Eren tried to prevent it. In which that's what they tried to do when they went over there. They tried to make peace. They tried to be like, alright, let's try to make peace with them. But when the guy who was talking said, oh, we're gonna kill everybody on Paradis because they're the island devils, we're gonna kill all of them. That's why Eren walked out and proceeded to leave everyone, because he knew in his right mind there's no more peace. There's not going to be no peace without controversy. There's going to be no peace without war. And peace doesn't really last a long period of time. That's what Attack on Titan has basically taught me as a whole. No matter how many times people try to fight for peace, there will always be war and adversity. That's what they try to do. They try to prevent any types of wars happening. But by then, it was already too late. The war had already started. But by technicality, Marley started the war when they went into the walls. Remember, they sent Bertolt, Annie, Reiner, and I forgot the other guy's name. But they sent 4 people to attack Paradis and wipe out everyone in there. You know what they proceeded to do? They proceeded to fuck shit up to a point where they realized, after they killed Marco, they realized that, oh, we might have fucked up ourselves. We might have been fucked up ourselves. Because they became the island devils, allegedly, that they didn't want to be. But in their minds, what Marley was teaching them was to kill at a young age. And think about it. What Eren's really trying to do is, Eren's trying to set everyone free. That's why he kept some people from Marley, alive, because they just want them to be free and want them to have that freedom. Eren, ever since he was a kid, he was tired of living in the walls. He wanted to be free. He wanted to actually experience the real world. But when he actually got to experience the real world, he realized that they just see them as monsters. So in that state of mind, in that moment, if I'm in Eren's shoes, and if they're gonna try and kill me and my people and my race, which is the 20% of the earth, for something that we didn't have no control over, for something that our ancestors did, and you were gonna kill us over it, shit, I would do the same thing. I would wipe out all what's wrong with humanity and keep the people that doesn't really start anything. Parody doesn't really, they don't really start anything. They don't. They mainly just stay to themselves, and because they don't have that level of freedom that everyone else has. Because the Survey Corps' job is to protect everyone in the islands. That is the goal. Everyone that's on the island, they have to protect them from the Titans, which Marley is sending to them. Which the commander Theo even said, "Yo, I'm not gonna hold you. You guys had nothing to do with something your ancestors did." He admitted at that campfire scene that they were in the wrong the entire time. And that Parody was really the good guys. He just didn't want to accept it. In his mind, he said it himself. In his mind, he felt like what he was doing was right. He didn't want to feel like, oh, his country was being this evil, manipulative country that are forcing kids to fucking go into war. Not fucking teens or adults. They're forcing kids. Fucking Gabby, Flock, and Reiner, Annie. Fuck, I forgot everyone else in the group. But they were kids. They've been training them to be warriors and soldiers since they were kids. Can you imagine that for a country? Shit, it is realistic though. But still, they were forcing kids to go at war, a war that they don't even have nothing to do with. All they wanted was normal lives, not be constantly in wars and constantly fighting. That's what Eren wants to have. I keep on fucking on my word. That's what Eren wants to end. Eren wants to stop that. Eren wants to have peace. He's tired of everyone being at war. He's tired of everyone fighting each other. He's tired of innocent people dying. But if Marley was gonna keep on, influencing wars, keep on influencing chaos, Eren was like he had no choice. Eren was like he had no choice. He had to start the rumbling because the rumbling is a lesson. That's what it is. Eren is teaching the world, not Parody. He's teaching the world a lesson that you guys have consequences for your actions. You guys have done some fucked up shit, and you guys are responsible for a lot of people's deaths, and you guys are acting like this shit is normal. You guys treated foreigners who lost their homes, who lost their families because of y'all wars, and y'all treated them like shit. Like I was talking about the last episode before the next part that I just got done finished watching. There was this kid who took Sasha's pockets. R.I.P. though. R.I.P. Sasha. R.I.P. But he took her change, right? And they saw how they were treating someone who was outside the island. They were willing to hang a kid. A little boy. They were willing to hang him for just simply trying to survive. Hang him, let's beat him to death. Like, they were saying some foul, fucked up shit to this kid. He's a kid. He's a kid who's just trying to survive. And they all saw that and they were like, shit. That's why Levi took him and they dipped. They ran off, bro. They had to. And then when they all met up and they all tried to say, alright, we're trying to discuss this in a peaceful way. And then I already cut the lady's name. She tried to be realistic with them and saying, realistically, they're not going to want to go for peace. And again, when they were fighting the Jaegerists, they even talked about how, why does it always have to come to us fighting each other? Why couldn't it be just us talking it out? Why couldn't it just be peaceful? That's a message. There's never going to be peace. That's what Eren is trying to fight for. He's trying to fight for peace. But if everyone within that peace doesn't want to fight for it, what's the purpose of it? 80% of humanity doesn't want to fight for peace. 80% of humanity wants to wipe out the 20% of humanity. And the 20% of humanity is not even doing anything. They're not doing anything. And think about it. Look at the lifestyle differences between Marley and Parody. Look at the lifestyles they have. Parody, Eren, for example, prime example. He just wanted to live life outside the walls. He was sick and tired of living in the walls. He wanted to experience the outside world. That's why he joined the Survey Corps, to explore, to actually experience the outside world. But let alone that was a big mistake. But because he saw a lot of shit, which he infiltrated though, which he infiltrated to get to where he's at today. Was he infiltrated, right? Manipulated. The king of manipulation. Great. My opinion, one of the greatest MCs of all time. My favorite MC of all time. But that's besides the point. Eren knew how this shit was going to play out. Because he saw the memories. And he saw his future memories. And he saw what happened when he kissed Astoria. But it was the fact that I felt like Eren tried to give everyone a chance. He tried to give everyone a chance to at least have peace. But there never was no peace. And when he talked to Historia about it, Historia was like, you can't do this. But Eren mentioned a good point. He wants to stop a cycle that's been going on for 2,000 years. That cycle is, one of the main projects of Ymir is, you have to, the more, for example, Historia, right? What they were gonna do with Historia was, they were gonna make her have more kids, and have the kids eat her. Like what happened with my Ymir. Like what happened with her. That's what happened with Ymir. I keep on fucking up on her name. That's what happened to her. She was the first Titan. They had her kids. The king had his kids with her. Then the kids proceeded to eat her. Right after. Do you see what I'm getting at with this? This cycle's been going on for 2,000 years. 2,000 years. And Eren says he just wants to stop that cycle of having people get infiltrated by war and people stuck in this cycle of a fucked up life that they live in. Eren was tired of that. Eren is actually the only person out of everyone in Attack on Titan that's actually taken control of this situation. Everyone's just sitting back saying, oh, he's wrong, or we can't do that, that's genocide. Is it genocide? Yes, but it's the lesson that they're gonna have to learn, bro. They started genocide. They fucking had Reiner and Berto go into Parody to try to wipe out them. They try to kill all of them. They was trying to infiltrate genocide first. So, because Eren is actually retaliating and doing it himself, he's the villain. He's the bad guy for getting his get back. Because he saw his mother get eaten in front of him. Do you understand? That is a very disturbing image. And that's an image I'm so disturbed by. Eren is traumatized by that shit. Sure, that was probably the only thing he didn't want to happen. He didn't want his mother to get eaten. He didn't want that to happen. He didn't want that. But it's the fact that he tried to give them chances. Or not even try to give them chances. It's the fact that he witnessed all of that shit. And he's trying to break a cycle. But y'all are going to go against him from breaking that cycle. You guys want to live in the world where they're going to keep on having Titans, and Titans are still going to keep on living on. Eren's objective when the moment his mother died was to kill all the Titans. And also, one of his main goals is to make sure his friends don't live in this fucked up world that they've been in for the longest. Again, if you watch AOT, you'll understand. They've been in a fucked up position for years since they were kids, bro. They've been in a fucked up position. They've been in this fucking cycle of, we have a close comrade, died because of Titans. And who infiltrated the Titans? Marley. Marley, ladies and gentlemen. Marley is the country that are creating the Titans and sending the Titans to Parody. So the fact that Eren finally took control of the situation and controlled the majority of the Titans, besides the people who drank the wine, that was it. Other than that, Eren is trying to prevent this cycle from repeating because he's tired of it. If you look at the trailer, he is genuinely tired of everything. He's been working on this plan for a good minute. He's been working on this plan and he's finally executing it. But in his mind, he knows that what he's doing is alright. It's gonna come at some falls, some casualties, yes. But that's the same thing that happened with them. A lot of innocent people have died. A lot of freedoms got taken away from them because of war. And again, I see Eren's point of view as I'm teaching y'all a lesson because you guys have consequences for your actions. Marley has consequences for their actions. They were the ones who decided to plant the attack on Paradis. They were the ones who held the grudge. And they were the ones who infiltrated all of this. But in reality, Eren still got the last laugh because, like I said, he manipulated a lot of things. Yeah, his father giving him the Sonic Titan, or the Attack Titan, that was planned. Eren literally whispered in that nigga's ear, yo, you really gonna just sit here and not gonna do shit? Shit, you a bitch nigga. Shit, me personally, I'll fucking kill all of them. That's literally what his father, that's literally basically said to his father. And his father killed everybody. And now we have Eren. Well, that's it for today's video. I gotta watch the new season. I got the new episode. I gotta find out where to watch it, even though I did read the manga, so I do know how it ends, but I'm not gonna spoil it for no one. But also comment down below if you guys want me to do more anime talks like this. But I'm Blackwood TJ. I'm out. Peace. Eren is innocent.